the #1 way to catch bass. Straight to it, SENKO. Now you can use this a couple different ways, but my go-to is just like that, and that's it. Literally just put that boy on there and you're good. When I fish, I like simplicity. There's a lot of different things that can go into fishing. There's a lot of small pieces, a lot of different techniques, so there's a lot that I still have to learn. So honestly, right now I just like to keep it simple as I learn. And this has been the simplest, easiest way for me to catch bass. And literally just grab a hook. I'm not sure what size this is, but you just put it right in the center. And how it works is basically you just twitch it and it flops around, and hence the name Wacky Rig. But be patient with it. As you flap it, let it sink, and it'll kind of float down like this. The bass will usually bite as it's sinking. So twitch it like that a couple times, let it sink, twitch it, let it sink, or when you reel it, it'll do the same thing. But just be patient with it, and I mean, it's the easiest way to catch a bass. It really is. Kind of did it wrong, but basically it'll look like that. And then kind of the same thing, you can use different techniques. You can reel it fast, pause, reel it fast, pause, twitch it. Basically the same thing, just a different setup. Now, as far as the color, to me, it doesn't matter too much, because if you fish bass pretty often, you know that bass are pretty much gonna bite on anything. Some of my favorite colors are just regular green, like I said, going back to simplicity. Anyways, green, probably my favorite. Or I think this is called chartreuse, but basically it's green also, but with like the red sparkles and the black dots. That's a really good one. Probably my favorite one, and pretty good price on these too. I don't have my #1 favorite SENKO with me color. It's green, but it's a KVD SENKO. It's like a green one. It's about like this long, maybe like 8 inches or so. But that one is peak. Like that one, I always catch a fish with that one. It doesn't matter where. Put same technique, same rig. Just put it on there like a Wacky Rig, and I'm bound to get a fish. I don't know if all KVD brands are like this, but they're like incented with coffee or salt or something like that, and I feel like the fish go crazy over that. And yeah, that's probably why that one's my favorite. I don't have one with me, but I will put a picture of the packaging and maybe a link of it in the description or something like that. Now that's probably, a SENKO is probably the #1 way to catch a bass, in my opinion. It's always worked for me. I will say just a couple of honorable mentions. A Whopper Plopper. This one is shattered because I do not know how to cast, and I hit a cement wall. A frog. Kind of the same situation with the Wacky Rig. You reel it and it has kind of mimics the same movement or pattern. Or a fluke with a paddle tail. And for this one, you just treat it like a T-rig, just like on the SENKO, and just basically do the same exact pattern. Now there's 100 other different ways you can catch bass, but like I said, these are just for, you know, easy beginners, and again for simplicity, because once you start fishing often, you're going to eventually accumulate a lot of gear that you probably don't need. So yeah, that's just a quick video to keep it simple.